Welcome to another episode of Bread Talk here at Fish on Fire. Welcome everybody that braved this wet weather to come on down and join us here. My special guest, thank you so much, Ruben. My special guest tonight is actually, he is a special guest. This is Brandon Fuentes. He was the very first guest on Bread Talk when it all started back in April. I think it was back in April, and we did it out of our mansion house, and a lot of things have changed since you were on last. We had some new improvements. We had a lot of, we had some technical difficulties in the last show, and it didn't share. So I was going to bring Brandon back on so that you, the fans, can get to know Brandon. Brandon, welcome. I appreciate you having me back. Absolutely. You had a good time that first show. We kind of always did a Crown Royal. Oops is right. So I'm kind of glad it didn't get shared out there as much. Hey, Brandon, let's start off by telling everybody where you're from.
I'm from Avon, New York. It's a small suburb outside of the city of Rochester.
Okay. How long have you been a part of it?
In Florida, about 4.5 years now.
Okay. Always in Orlando? You were out in Lakeland, weren't you?
No.
You were in Davenport.
Yeah, I originally stayed out in the Davenport area. I'm in the Winterboro area. Predominantly, I'm in Orlando. Traveling with the 12 insurance. Living wise,
Where did you go to school?
I went to St. John Christian College, and I also did a year at the University of Maryland.
Oh, gosh. You married? Single?
Technically single.
Technically single?
Technically single.
Okay, I thought I seen where you had a girlfriend. Still on the market. I mean, there's some girl for you.
He's got some background.
No kids then, right?
No kids.
Alright. What professional team have you played for?
Well, when I first started, 2017, I played for the National Blazers in the NAL. It was the first year of the NAL. And then after that, I played I also in the NAL. I was on the Empire a couple years for short stints and being
What entices you most about playing for the Red? What brought you to Orlando to play for the Red?
I think what enticed me the most about playing for Orlando was the fact that I called the city home for the last 4.5 years. I moved down in 2016, in the summer of 2016, just to train and get an opportunity to get to that next level. And I've been here 4.5 years now, so now just to get to bring back that Orlando Premier name that is very ingrained for you to be here. There's won championships to bring that type of energy and focus and just overall competitive back to the city of Orlando.
Awesome. Looks like we may have some technical difficulties. Here you can hear us. Is that what you're saying? You can't hear us? Let me check something out really quick. I'll be right back.
You're on the spot here. Technical difficulties.
And I'm back. Just what you want to hear, right?
Milton's loving it.
That's Matt. He is, he's like a really big fan. There's a lot of number one fans out there, but I'll say this here about Magic. Anytime we do a show, he's here. You know, it doesn't matter. Yes. Let's see here. Then we see you have a home on, very loud background. Yeah, it's loud background tonight. That's okay. Noah's got a question. He says, what do you like about the Orlando community?
Just how personally embrace and bringing in, especially like I said, Orlando Pirates football has been here for a long time. So, people here that they're associated with that, they just and just like a question that we asked,
Okay. Yeah, well, a little closer to the apparently we still have some difficulties with that. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, I think so. It's on both of us, I should say. So it's all louder. But he's very soft-spoken. You know, for a defensive back.
soft-spoken hard hitter.
There you go. That's it right here. What strengths do you bring to the Orlando Predators? What strengths do you bring to the field?
I think the strength that I think there is my football IQ, knowing where I have to be, being given the fact that I've been in the game for 4.5 years now, being able to help along some of the younger guys that are just fresh into the game now, and yeah, I feel like I'm able to turn deflections and skills that can help you with receptions and touchdowns.
The last season that you played, how many interceptions did you get?
The last
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
the last season I played, I actually ended up spending 2 games. I didn't get into that. I think 6 or 7 pass deflections. But the year before that, I had 4 in the first 3 games, and then I actually got into the league from my foot and on my side. Virtually against the end of the rest of the year. So I'm looking forward to this will be one of my first actual seasons. So, well, hopefully that number will be high.
Well, I will say this here, because Coach Ben Bennett, his desk is right next to mine in the private office. And he's very high on you. He's got no votes for you. I know that. So, and for him to say that, we must bring something to this. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I feel. Matt, what's your favorite football movie? Normally it's the year later on, but they're throwing out there right now. That's good. What's your favorite football
I
movie?
think my favorite football movie, it's a classic, but I have to go with Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans, okay. Yeah, Connor, we're working on microphones are plugged in. I don't understand what the deal is, but I know we got a lot of background because we are in you know, and there's a lot of background noise. I apologize for any of that. Can't hear it. I know. Can't hear it. Oh, makes me want to just go and plug it all back in and see what we come up with. But, you know what? Let's see that. I'm gonna shut it down, reboot it, and see if we got sound this next time, okay? So, if you guys want to bear with me, we're going to sign off and sign right back on. So we'll be back in just 2 minutes. Stay tuned. What the hell, Bobby?
Pissing me off. So plugged in. It's plugged in. It's plugged in. It's plugged in. Dun, 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 dun. We're still live, Milt.
Okay, there you go.
So we should be back on here now. Let's see where we're at. Apparently we got live. We got the sound. Because you're all fixed. So, Brandon was saying that we got 4 years in a winter football. And let's see here. You don't have any comments. Stuff around anyhow. Let them back on. Before a game, do you have any pre-game rituals that you like to do?
I can't really think of any rituals, but I think like we go to the pregame meal or something.
So many butterflies?
Yeah, it's just anxious, excited, and I just something since I was I just remember beating the full game and
It's really for a big meeting. They're like 3.5 minutes up. I wake up really early. It's starting to work on the field as far as getting ready for the game, working out, and starting to work that.
I think it just goes to one thing that you can't really coach, and that's effort. And it's what you're doing when no one's watching is what's going to make you successful, not when everyone's watching the game day. Because at the end of the day, yes, the games are very, very important, but it's all the work that you put in the offseason, all those hours that people don't see, all those things that be successful in the game.
You gotta have it all. In the offseason, you gotta have it. It's not just during the season. Because you can't start getting ready for the season. So you should go to the field. You gotta show them. You know, you played in college, you played outdoor football, you played regular ball. We didn't do most of that for reasons.
I like the idea of everything happens so fast. As a defensive back, or safety, especially a defensive back that plays the deep safety position where I have to guard full speed at the line of scrimmage. It really alters so you have to read things much faster, you have to hold much faster, and it really makes you that much better player. And that's something that I like because yes, you come out to ball out, play for Preds, and you get a championship. That's ultimately a stepping stone to for you to the next level to get back at CFL. And I think this is a great way to prepare this.
I'm still trying to see how people, because I put the thing out here, do you have sound? I want to make sure people at home can hear us. All we hear is background. So, we'll talk louder. How's that? Sounds good. Sounds good. Hey, listen, outside of football, what do you like to do? What kind of hobbies do you have?
I love to listen to music. I love to play golf. Me and my dad are always golfing. We got some days when I golf with. I like to write. Just relax, fish, hang out with family, keep it real low key. Out here, having fun every once in a while, but just relax.
I love golf. I just had Dan Pearson on the show 2 weeks ago. And Dan Pearson was hired by his organization. So he's practicing like a year and a lot of stuff. So anytime you want to go golfing,
Let's do it.
Let's do it. To date, what professional achievement are you most proud of?
Today, what professional achievement?
Professional achievement, yeah. Next question, you can answer. Okay? If you could have dinner or drinks with 3 people past the present, who gave you this question? Who would it be and why?
3 people past the present. Man, that's a good one. I would say, so many options to choose from. I would say say Denzel Washington, just because he's my favorite actor. I would say
My mom.
Hopefully now the sound is back on there, so we're gonna check it out. Facebook fans, I apologize if you can't hear us right now. It's always something. It's always something. It's 2020, so there we go. I think we do have sound now. I think we do have sound now on Facebook. It's right there. It is. So we're back in because I can just hear myself. Mary Liliana, let me know. Do we have sound, please? Let's see here. During this whole pandemic, when we were out, did you binge watch anything?
I did actually. I binge watched Stranger Things.
Stranger Things?
Yes.
What is that?
It's kind of like a sci-fi type show. It's kind of hard to explain, but I would definitely recommend checking it out because I couldn't stop watching it.
Okay. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here real quick. I'm going to shout out to Fish on Fire for being a sponsor for the Orlando Predators. I want to give a big shout out to one of our newest sponsors. That's Carla at Conway Optical. She surprised me today, and I went there on Thursday and ordered some glasses, and she brought me in my sunglasses. Anyhow, they came in early. They're the black and the red. They're the Predator colors. You like that,
Look
Morgan?
at sharp.
I tell you what, man. I tell you what. You go down there and you can get your eyes examined. She's got such a wide variety of lenses and glasses to choose from. Carla, welcome to the Orlando Predators. I'll give you a shout out later on too. Absolutely, I got the nice koozie too. Nice koozie. Let me ask you a question here now. You're how old?
I just turned 27 October 18th.
So you're still young. You still got plenty of years left in you. What advice would you give a 10-year-old Brandon Fuentes right now, knowing what you went through, college, pros? What advice would you give a 10-year-old?
I would say just don't rush to grow up. Just have fun. I mean, life is short enough as it is, and just enjoy your years when you're younger, because when you get older and get in the real world, you look back and say, man, I wish I could be that age again. So just take advantage of every moment you have and learn. Like, I know 10 years old is young, but like try and pick the brain of older people that maybe is going to help you get to where you want to go in life.
Okay. You can't hear?
She said this background noise and no sound. She said you can hear it better on mine.
On what?
She said there's no sound, just background noise.
Okay. So now I just got to it says all good. We can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Is that Betty Jo?
Now it's your wife.
It's my wife?
Yeah.
I know. It's my wife. I better listen. Okay.
She said restart.
No. Tell her to hang up the phone and check it out now, because I just got confirmation here. All good. We can hear you now. So check it out.
I believe
If
that's
not-
Connor Reagan.
If not, call. Yeah, I think Conor Reagan just gave us confirmation. So, hi. How are you? But is she gonna hang up and do it? Okay. Check it out. Did you have a question, young lady? No, you just want to watch? Awesome. Here, you want run a wristband? There you go. And you can have this right here too. They're the blow-up bang sticks. Your parents will love me for it. Just had a young fan come up here and get a wristband and everything.
A young Preds fan in the making.
Yay. Charities. Are there any charities that are close to your heart? Because I know this season here, the Orlando Predators are going to be working a lot with a lot of different charities. Are there any charities that are close to your heart?
Yeah, growing up, the Rochester Boys and Girls Club was one thing that I was heavily involved in with my entire family. Just going and helping and putting on like Thanksgiving dinners for kids and families that couldn't necessarily afford them. Same thing with like Christmas. We'd donate all the toys, put functions together, and that's just one thing that I was involved in at a young age, and that's one that I definitely achieved.
That's awesome. So you're a local player, so I'm going to be leaning a lot on you to be helping me out with different promotions and different things that we're going to be doing.
Awesome.
Make sure your
Absolutely.
calendar is clear and answer when I call.
I got it.
What was just brought to us right there is the special Fish on Fire Pred shot.
Ooh. Okay.
You notice the colors we got there?
Red and black, baby.
Black and red, that's correct. Now, salute.
Salud.
Salute.
Salud. Oh, you gotta go down first.
Okay, down.
You gotta
That's
go
all
down.
right.
There you go. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty
Not
good.
bad at all, right?
Pretty good.
I'll tell you what's in it later, because I don't want to give out what's in it. Because what we're going to do as the season progresses, and I'll be doing different shows from different restaurant bars.
Okay, awesome.
We're going to have some sort of a contest
Okay.
for the best Pred shot. So later on, I'll tell you what's in this one here. It tastes like Kool-Aid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's no Kool-Aid in
water.
that one, I'll tell you. There's no Kool-Aid in there at all. Now it's good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mary. I don't know why I call her Mary. Her name's Honey or Baby.
Yep.
But listen, if you could have a superpower, now that you had the Pred shot, if you could have a superpower, what would your superpower be?
If I could have a superpower,
Sure. Yeah.
my superpower would be that I could fly.
That was mine.
Really?
Yeah, it was. And then I've heard so many through the shows, and I kind of like the one, mind reading. Because then, who I had on the show recently here, I forget who it was. They said I could read what the opposing coach is going to call.
Okay.
I could read the quarterback's mind. I could see what's going on.
Right.
So that was pretty cool, I thought. Flying's awesome, don't get me wrong. But being able to read minds is pretty good.
Now, but then you got to go into depth and think, is it selective? You can choose whose mind you read, or you just sit there and everyone's thoughts are being thrown at you at the same time?
Don't make it more difficult than what it is, Brandon. It's one of those deals, it's like, you can read minds.
Yep.
Like right now, I can read Nate's mind and Ron's mind. They're saying, okay, who we're going to get to replace Pat? If you were stuck on a desert island, on a deserted island, what three things would you have to have with you?
I would have to have a fishing pole, a knife, and maybe a lighter.
Okay. No. I'll say Flint. Because your big lighter's going to run out one day.
True.
It's going to run out.
I'll make it last.
Make it last. Don't let the fire burn out, right?
Right.
All right.
Keep it stoked.
Connor Reagan. Do you know Connor Reagan?
I actually live with Connor Reagan.
Oh, is that your roommate?
Yeah, he's one of my really good friends. We grew up together. We've known each other since we were about, I don't know, like maybe 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that.
Connor
Shout out Connor Reagan.
Reagan. Ask a question. Dish out the dirt. Let's get some dirt on Brandon, because he's like the all-American kid sitting over here. I want some dirt. Tell us something most people wouldn't know about you.
I would say something that most people wouldn't know about me, that they wouldn't expect, because like I'm a huge sports guy, always been a sports jock, is that I like to write poetry actually.
Excellent. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. It was the beginning of the Crown Apple. I remember you write poetry. I remember you were telling me that. Any Anything that comes out to mind that you wrote that you want to like
No,
dish out there?
maybe we'll save that for another day.
Save it for another day? All right. Because, we'll be doing some videos and whatnot. Maybe we'll do a poetry reading by Brandon Fuentes. Hey, listen, when you were growing up, who did you look up to as a role model?
I looked up to my dad.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
A little closer, a little bit closer.
Yep.
To your dad?
Yeah, I looked up to my dad. I mean, the life that in cards that he was dealt growing up to turn into the man he is today really inspired me to, with everything that was handed to me through him and having everything I needed to be successful. How could I not be successful with how successful he is coming from where he came from? So
Awesome.
That's one thing that I always
Good deal. I'm still waiting on Connor to dish out some dirt on you there.
must have left.
It was 5 minutes ago. He's there. What were you like in high school?
What was I like in high
What
school?
were you like in high school? Were you a
I-
bully? Were you a
I was
shy
definitely
kid?
not a bully, but I was definitely the kid in class that talked too much, and my parents got called quite often.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with that. I've been told I talk too much sometimes as well. But took me where I am today.
Yep.
Right here on Bread Talk. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
I would have to say the Bahamas.
I love the Bahamas.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Went there, I think I was like 10 or 12, but we went to the island of Eleuthera. Went to this beach called 10 Bay Beach. It was beautiful, crystal clear water. It was like maybe 3 feet deep for like maybe a mile out. It was crazy. It was awesome. It was beautiful.
Let's see here. Justine Ross has a question. She goes, if you could go on one reality TV show, what would it be?
Okay. Well, I can't get into the details, but I was casted for The Bachelorette for Claire's season in 2020. So I'll leave it at that.
Hello, Barbara Sullivan. Okay, Marilyn, giving shout outs right there, Barbara. Let's see. Of course, Connor says I'm still here.
Awesome. Where's the question, Connor?
Yeah, where's your questions at? Let's get some dirt on this man. Now you said the Bahamas. What is there a particular island or just all the Bahamas?
Oh, yeah, the island of Eleuthera. Eleuthera?
Okay. That's on the far side, isn't it? And that.
I have no idea. I just remember what the name was.
Okay.
That's about it.
No worries. What's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Scariest thing I've ever done.
Scariest thing you've ever done. Not the scariest thing that ever happened to you, but the scariest thing you've ever done.
I think the scariest thing I ever have done, I would say, was when I was like maybe 12 years old at like Canada's Wonderland or something. They have those fake like bungee jumping things that take you all the way up like 100, 200 feet in the air, and then you just drop and start swinging. That was probably one of the scarier things I've ever done because I'm not a big heights person, so I think that was definitely it.
Because you've never been married. That's the scariest thing you ever do.
Not yet, anyway.
I'm just kidding. I'm
still young. I'm only 27.
Barbara, how you doing, Barbara? I know who you are. That's Alex. She's the mother of one of the people that sells season tickets and does sponsorships.
Okay, awesome. How we doing, Barbara?
She's amazing. She used to sell Mazdas, so she probably still has some connections if you're looking for any Mazdas out there. If you're looking for a Honda, I probably got connections too. What's your favorite theme park you've ever been to? You've been in Florida now for 4 years. What's your favorite theme park?
My favorite theme park has been my favorite theme park since I was a little kid, and it's still Universal Studios.
Universal?
Mm-hmm.
All right, why?
I love the rides they got there. I mean,
So you like the rides. You're a rides kind of guy. You're a thrill seeker.
Universal and Islands of Adventure the same? Or is that technically separate?
You know what? I don't know. I'm a SeaWorld guy.
Okay. You know, I haven't been to SeaWorld in, 15 years maybe.
We'll have to get you there.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
I've been in Florida 4.5 years, and I think the only place I've been is Universal. So.
Connor's got. That's not dirt, Connor. Connor wants to know, what is your favorite personal football memory of your life so far? So, what's your favorite personal memory of a football? Of a football? You know what I mean?
I would say my favorite personal football memory of my life so far. I would say probably like we used to have a huge football game when I was in college. It was called the Courage Bowl, and it was for this place called Camp Good Days and Happy Times, which is where kids who are dying with cancer go to do their treatments and things like that. And it's the biggest football game every single year, and it's been ingrained in St. John Fisher's culture for years and years and years. And we had an honorary captain one year. His name was Patrick Carr, and who later on in that season ended up passing away. But in this big game, we went to like 3 overtimes and ended up winning 42-41 in the third overtime. And I sparked our comeback with a fake punt for like 55 yards for a touchdown. And we were down 14-0 at the time, and we ended up winning 42-41. And that's one thing I'll always cherish, always remember, is lifting those kids after the game. And
that was the swing of the game right there, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome memory.
But beyond the game, you know, it's just for the kids, and all the money that gets made at that game, we raise money all week long, goes to the place Camp Good Days and Happy Times. Shout out to those places, because what they do over there is absolutely amazing, and it's just amazing to be a part of that.
Great memory. That's awesome. That's a great question, Connor. I didn't know that before. I had to put my sunglasses back on because they look so cool, and I have a new prescription, so now I can really see the questions and see the screen.
Yeah.
And I could see I got to apologize to Nate Starling right there. You know, one of my bosses, that I wore a visor tonight because I know the shine on my head kind of blinds him a little bit. He told me one time, you need to wear a hat. You need to wear a hat and not let the light glare off your head. Mary Lou Bianco wants to know, what are you most proud of? Can be sports or personal, but what are you most proud of?
I would say I'm most proud of getting my college degree. I have a Bachelor's of Science degree in Interdisciplinary Studies at St. John Fisher College, and I actually was like almost a whole semester of classes short, and I went back 3 years later, so this past fall, and I was coaching full-time, training full-time, working full-time outside of my coaching, and putting in close to 100 hours a week doing everything, and maintained a 4.0 through that semester, and finally got my degree, and I just, after all the years, you know, so 7 years later from when I originally started, that was definitely like one of my most prized accomplishments.
A bachelor's degree, that's an accomplishment right there. Mm-hmm. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't realize, you know, especially a professional athlete, listen, it could stop in one play. Mm-hmm. And what are you going to fall back on?
Exactly.
You got to fall back on your degree. So, you know, for all you guys out there, you young guys out there that are going to school just to play professional football or baseball or basketball or whatever, finish your degree, because it can all just end like that. You just never know. Mm-hmm. Not to be a negative person or nothing, because I'm not. I'm a very positive person.
It's just the realistic nature of the life we live, you know?
Exactly. I mean, I had Rusty Russell on the show a couple weeks back, maybe a month ago back, and he was drafted to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, and injury happened to him. Mm-hmm. Cut his professional NFL career short. You know, he luckily enough healed well enough to come back and play, you know, in the AFL and play for the Orlando Predators. And, you know, what a man, you know, what a player he was. I mean, I loved having him on the show, great person. But it could end like that, and he was a big thing. He's like, listen, get your degree. If you're playing football and you're going to college, stick it out, finish it. Okay. Nick Green, yes sir, the lights are working great. That's why I got my brand new sunglasses on tonight. Thank you again, Carla from Conway Optical, for you know, hooking this man up. I definitely appreciate it. We love you, girl. If anybody out there is needing new glasses, or listen, if you got to go to the eye doctors, go and see Carla at Conway Optical. It's right here in Orlando, right there, just off of Curry Ford Road, right by the Dairy Queen, and what's the other one, Carla? Dairy Queen and what? It's by Dairy Queen. Conway and Curry Ford. It's right there, right next to the Dairy Queen. My wife and I went down there on Thursday. Boom. She surprised me with my sunglasses right now tonight, and I was excited to see them. So, Mary, that's the surprise I had for you. Connor wants to know, have you always been a defensive back? Now, I know the answer to this.
I have always played defensive back, yes, but it has not always been my sole position. So when I was in high school, obviously I played multiple positions. It was a small high school, so kicker, punter, kick return, punt return.
So you're a kicker as well?
Yeah. But when I went to college, I was our punter, punt returner. I had a package on offense for receiver, but I was also a corner. And then that was like my last 3 years at St. John Fisher College. But my first year when I went to University of Mount Union, I went as a receiver. And then obviously into my professional career, I trained for both just because the more you can do, the more valuable you can be to potential organizations. So I trained for both, and actually I was on a short list with the Browns at defensive back, and I was also on a short list with the Patriots at receiver. So I've done both.
New England Patriots?
Yes.
We don't really talk about them down here in Florida.
I'm a Bills fan myself, so.
We don't talk about the Bills either down here.
Oh, go Bills, baby. This is 716 in the house.
You know what? If Steve and Nancy Morris was here, they'd still boo you because they're Jets fans.
Oh no!
I mean, I love them to death.
I can't say anything. They're having a rough year. I don't want to make it worse. So.
And Milton Magic wants to know: do you discuss what's that? Do you discuss politics with friends?
Yes, in a constructive way. Because it can get real destructive quickly.
It doesn't matter. That's one thing there's three things we don't like to discuss here on Bread Talk.
Absolutely.
Politics, religion, or anything negative.
Right.
Which
Absolutely.
I mean, we don't really discuss the 2019 season. Mm-hmm. So we just,
on to bigger and better.
On to bigger and better things, that's without a
doubt.
Yep. If they made a movie about Brandon Fuentes, who would play you?
Who would play me?
Yeah.
I'd have to say Mark Wahlberg.
Marky Mark?
Marky Mark. That's right.
Is it Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, or you like, was it, what's that movie with him and Will Ferrell, where they're cops? You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly. The Other Guys, maybe?
What's that?
Is it The Other Guys?
I think it was The Other Guys. That movie was hilarious. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
But he's a really good actor, and he's like my second favorite actor, Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg, and he's in some of my favorite movies, like The Four Brothers, and I just think he could get the job done.
I think he can make it happen. I would say Sean Connery for me because, but now it's too late. God rest his soul there, Sean Connery. Fan experience. What's your favorite fan experience?
I would say my favorite fan experience would be, it's more general, not one in specific, but just like, whether it was with High Country, Havoc, or in PA with the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks, just, young kids coming up to you and asking for your autograph, saying you're their favorite player, or, getting to go and visit some of the schools that are in the community and just seeing their faces light up when they see you come in the room to eat with them and just talk to them, give them advice, whatever the case may be. So just being able to make a positive impact on the youth and letting them know that they can make their dreams come true if they put their mind to it, that nothing is inaccessible.
That's awesome, yeah, because, being an Orlando Predator now, after every game, kids are gonna come down on the field, get your autograph, and they're just gonna, just love on you. And I mean, that's the thing right there that warms your heart. Because I know a lot of the players from the 2019 season that was their thing.
Yeah.
One of our players would get out there and play duck goose.
Right.
With
That's
the kids
awesome.
they would sign their autographs and then see all the kids running around and get out there and play duck goose.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And that just, I know that just had
Yeah,
to.
you said it. It just warms your heart.
Yeah. Step Brothers. That wasn't Step Brothers. That was Will Ferrell and the other dude from Talladega Nights. But that was right from Step Brothers.
Oh, Connor. It's not Step Brothers, buddy. Mark Wahlberg is not in Step Brothers.
So your roommate is a drinker as well. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Apparently.
So Mary LoBianco, because we had difficulties with the microphones earlier, she goes, since we missed the beginning, where is your accent from?
My accent is from a little town called Avon, New York. Upstate. It's about 6 hours outside of the city.
Okay. Anywhere near Albany?
Yeah, about 3 hours from Albany.
Okay, but you live here now, so we have no worries of you going back there to play ball, right?
Oh no, that
All right.
game's circled with a red marker.
All right, I'm just making sure that nobody's going to steal you from us, okay?
Nope, I wouldn't.
Because we do have owners of the Albany Empire in the house, and I'm just making sure this shit ain't going to happen.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
I'm an Orlando Predator, and it's going to stay that way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Until someone else has anything to say about it.
So. Yeah. Nate's from New York too.
That's right,
But
New York,
listen,
baby.
Ron is still riding that New Orleans Saints high from the Saints beating the Bucks. Oh wait, did I say they beat the Bucks? No, they beat the Bucks. Pretty bad.
I don't think OBJ or not OBJ, Antonio Brown helped very much.
He didn't hurt it none. He didn't hurt it none.
I don't.
But that's neither here nor there. Hey, listen, what's your dream job?
My dream
Yeah,
job.
your dream job.
Honestly, I'm doing my dream job.
Thank you, sir. I
I'm
love
paid
it.
to do what I love to do, and that's what I've wanted to do since I was, 5, 6 years old, and can't complain.
So selling lights is your dream job?
Love it.
Loving it.
It's a newfound love.
It's a newfound love. There you go. Giving Magna Lux a shout out.
Magna Lux, right there.
Giving Magna Lux a shout out right there. Let's see where we're at. Hey, now, if you won the lottery Wednesday,
Yep.
would you still work?
If I won the lottery,
If you won the lottery, would you still work? Would you still play ball in the NAL? Would you still?
I would, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing it to. Yes, it would be amazing to make a ton of money doing it, but I'm doing it for my love and my passion for the sport.
Yeah.
Which I think is why I've been able to do it as long as I have been, because I'm not playing for the money or the check that comes every week. I'm just doing it because I love to do it, and it's been my dream to play at the highest level possible. And
So
that's
you're
what I wanna
expecting
do.
a check at the end of the week? I'm just kidding. I thought you were doing it for the love of the game.
That's
Chris
what I am.
Siegfried, a mission of the league's got a question. How do you enjoy? Where are you at, Chris? How do you enjoy playing college ball at St. John Fisher, especially versus your old team, Mount Union? How did you enjoy that?
I absolutely love playing at Fisher. Great school, great city, great community, great program, great coaches. Shout out to Paul Vosberg, Coach Fox, who's my D coordinator there. And actually, Mount Union played Fisher I think 2 or 3 years before I got there, ironically. So I missed out on the Mount Union Fisher games, but they were really competitive, and it would have been an awesome. Actually, I think my senior year, if we would have gotten our at-large bid, they would have put us in the bracket with Mount Union, who we would have played the first game, I think, of the playoffs, which would have been awesome. But I absolutely love my decision to transfer to St. John Fisher College, and I wouldn't change a thing about it.
I'm glad the commissioner jumped on there. Chris, I need to talk to you because I want to have you back on the show because there's a lot of stuff going on in the NAL, and a lot of fans want to know what's going on. So I'm going to call you tomorrow, and do me a favor, please pick up when I call. All right, don't just block my number. Connor's got a question here. He says, "Do you have football highlight tapes anywhere that people can watch on YouTube or anything?"
Yep. If you go on YouTube, just type in Brandon Fuentes football. My college highlights will pop up, and my professional highlights as well. When I'm with the High Country Grizzlies and Lehigh Valley Steelhawks.
Chris Siegfried has got to go. Yeah, right, of course. Thanks, Chris. Hey, listen, I don't know if everybody has seen this or not, but we're doing a Facebook online auction for 2019, the 2019 jerseys, I say uniforms, the 2019 uniforms that we have left. All right, some of the players took them or they just disappeared, but we have approximately 30 uniforms that we are auctioning off on Facebook. We're doing it on the Predators site. All you got to do is go to the Orlando Predators site, and I have it posted up there. I've got 5 at a time. We're doing 5 lots at a time. It's going to be running from Monday, 9 a.m. to Friday night, 9 p.m. And that's when the bid's going to stop. Minimum bid's going to start at $75 because you're getting official, authentic, game-worn uniforms, pants and jerseys. And, I mean, it's a piece of Predator memorabilia, Predator history. And it just so happens that the ones that we are auctioning off started this morning. I brought them with me so that you folks can see them. And I'm going to ask Brandon to put his mic down, reach in the box right there, and pull up that first one. Because you don't need to. Yeah, that's got like 17 feet. You can keep it on.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it on. That way you're not going to mess with it. But the first one we pull up here is, he's been on my show before, and he's amazing.
Shaq Wallen.
Shaq Wallen. Now, what size is that jersey? Hold it up. What size is that jersey? Shaq wore a 3X.
3X.
All right. So, the Shaq jersey right here, number 77, this is our away jersey. It's in 3X, just so you folks know what you're bidding on. All right? Put that one down, grab the next one.
Put it right here.
Keep in mind, along with the jerseys, you're going to get the game pants as well. Next we have one of the home jerseys, number 55, Cook. That is a 4X. So these boys were pretty big, all right? Hold it up high so they can see it on right there. And right there is the number 55 jersey that we're auctioning off. This is just one of the 5 this week that we're auctioning off. Well, you can see how big they are because you see how Brandon is. Toss that one down, grab the next one.
You want to show them the pants too?
What's that? Yeah, show the pants. These are the game-worn pants right here that we have, the Orlando Predators. Now, I'm not going to say that if it's a 4X jersey, it's going to be a 4X pants because they just differed. They differed. But it's got the Orlando Predator logo right there on the trousers. I mean, these are authentic game-worn jerseys. So I'm not saying they're in brand new condition. They're not, because they went through the battle on the field. Got number away jersey right here, number 4. This was Wilson. First name escapes me. I apologize. But number 4, Wilson. This is that's a small. So I wouldn't be able to get my big old belly in there, but these guys wore them so tight. Next, I'm only going to show the first 5 that we have because I didn't bring all 30 jerseys.
We got Jameson.
We got Jameson, number 65 Jameson. He was an offensive lineman. I think he played, that's a 2X. So just so you people know that what you're bidding on, this was one, I think he played center for us, if I'm not mistaken. Huh? He played for the Seminoles? Well, he played for the Orlando Predators. I thought he played center. I don't know. Did Jameson play center for us? Yes, he played center. He was one of our centers. Then we have one more here. I believe one more.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Hicks.
Brian Hicks. His jersey is a medium. All right. Brian Hicks was one of our quarterbacks who actually, this one here is going to be, I'm going to say, a very popular one. Because Brian Hicks has an Arena Bowl or Arena League record, NAL record. He threw 9 touchdowns in one game. So this one right here, this is a collector's item right here. But still, starting bid, jersey and pants, $75.
75,
Have
baby.
fun with it.
75.
I mean, you know, that's we wanted to bring it out there because we don't have a contract yet for merchandise, for replica jerseys and shirts and this and that. We're working on it. You know, I apologize to, you know, some of the people that were out there wanting it, and I said, yeah, it's coming in a couple of weeks. Things just didn't work out, but this is the next best thing. You're getting official, authentic, game-worn uniforms.
Officially official.
Officially official. All right. Back to you now, Brandon.
Yes.
If you could wake up tomorrow with a new ability, what would it be?
A new ability?
Yeah. Now I'm going to give you an example because I guess this question confuses some people. If I woke up with a new ability, I would want to be able to play piano fluently.
Okay.
All right. That's what I would like. You know, only because it's cool.
That's funny you said that because mine was going to be to play the acoustic guitar. I used to have one, but I never learned how to play it, and I just kind of gave up on it.
Right.
But
I could tell you a story about that. I used to manage a pawn shop, so I got a couple of great deals on a couple of guitars, and I bought one for my wife and one for me. She picked it up great. Listen, my right hand was a rock star. Rock star. My left was like kindergarten. It just didn't work out for me.
yeah.
But acoustic guitar, that's great because you could. That's a lot easier.
I like to sing, so I think it'd be cool to play and sing at the same time.
Oh, you sing.
I do.
What's your favorite song?
You know, I have a lot. I couldn't just pick one, especially off the top of my head. There's just so many to choose from. Yeah, that's tough. I
That's
couldn't.
okay.
I
You don't
couldn't.
have to pick a
Yeah,
favorite song.
there's too many out there.
Connor wants to know, who was your most influential coach growing up playing ball and why? Great question.
I would say, I mean, kind of piggybacking off of earlier, I would say my most influential coach was my dad, just because he was my coach growing up for multiple sports, not just one. And I mean, he's really the one that instilled everything in me that made me the athlete that I am today. So.
Good. Hey, that works for me. I mean, you know, the person I look up to the most is my father as well. Now, this goes back to a song. If you could pick one song to play every time you walked into a room, what would that song be?
Every time I walked into a room,
Every time you walked into a room, a song would play. What would it be?
the champ is here.
The champ is here. Is that really a song?
It is.
How's it go?
Da 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 da. The champ is here.
I thought you said you could sing.
Oh no.
I know, right? All right, now this is Ben Bennett's. I got to shout out to Ben Bennett. Ben was in an accident on Friday night. He's fine, but he didn't make it to the office today. I hope you're doing well, Ben. I hope you're
Get well
watching the
soon.
show. Get well soon. This is his favorite question. What is your spirit animal?
Spirit animal?
Yes.
So that's like me in an animal form?
Yes. Spirit animal.
Spirit animal. Whew. I would have to say
Want to come back to it?
Yeah, let's come
We'll
back
come
to
back
that
to it,
one.
'cause I'm
I
gonna
need to
ask
think
you
about
that.
that one. There's too many animals out there.
I'm gonna put that off to the side, and I'm gonna ask you later on.
Yeah, we'll come back to that
Mine's
one.
a wolf.
A wolf?
Yeah. Lo Bianco. Wolf, Lobo.
Okay.
Now, you've played arena ball. Describe that feeling running out onto the field when they announce your name. The lights go down. Now, you have not been in the jungle, our Amway Center, which we call the jungle, where the lights go down and fireworks are going off, and they're saying number 2,
Right.
Brandon Fuentes, and you're running on the field. What's that feel like?
It's really hard to describe, but it's something you can't really compare to anything else. It's just a rush of adrenaline and joy and excitement, and it's just something that you can't really put into words. But if I were to say a saying to kind of represent the feeling it gives you, it's like saying, "Mama, I made it." It's just. You just get that feeling you just want to do so good for everyone that supported you along the way and been there for you and been a part of your journey. For all those that didn't think you could and all those that knew you could and wanted you to. So it's just an amazing feeling you can't really put into words.
Works for me. I get goosebumps when it still to this day, and my wife and I, we've been season ticket holders for a long time. And when the lights go down and Claw comes running out, and Welcome to the Jungle comes on, and then you guys come out on the field and announce it, man, I still get goosebumps. It's I can't imagine how you guys feel,
It's amazing.
I get like that.
It's amazing.
Let's see, Milton Stan wants to know, what is your dream car?
Dream car. I would have to say my dream car is a Ghost Rolls Royce.
It's not a 72 Gremlin?
It's not.
No, it's not a 72 Gremlin, okay. So a Ghost Rolls Royce, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I used to work valet at Four Seasons here in Orlando when I first got here, and so many Rolls Royce would come in and out of there, and we'd get to drive those, and I was like, wow, this is incredible.
I'm gonna take this hat off just so people can see these awesome black and red Orlando Predators sunglasses that I got from Conway Optical. I'm not getting the effect here, I see.
Right.
Yeah, see, I take it off. Now, earlier when we were having microphone problems here, we didn't get set out there. But Mary LoBianco wants to know, outside, what kind of hobbies do you have outside of sports? I know what you said.
Yeah.
People know what you said, but Mary didn't hear you.
I like to fish. I like to be out on the water. That's one thing I actually didn't say earlier. I like to be out on the water. I like to water ski. I used to be in ski club growing up, and I got away from it. But I'd love to get back on the mountain, shred some powder.
Yeah, there's a place that where you can water ski over off of 528. I don't know if you've ever driven down to 528.
Is that that water ski park?
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I've never
been either.
I don't know
I've
if
lived
I'm
here
good
since
enough for a
72.
whole park, but I just like doing it. So.
Connor says your spirit animal's a lion.
I thought about saying that, but I was gonna think of other options, but I would say lion. Or jaguar.
Connor wants to know how fast you run the 40-yard dash in. What do you do the 40
So
in?
my fastest clock 40 was a 4.48 laser, but when I participated in the spring league, they put like the sensors on you, and I think I was like 21.4 miles per hour.
Okay. So a 4.4 in the 40.
4.48, yeah.
4.48.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
But that's all technical. I mean, game speed when you're actually out there is so much faster.
Right, I hear you. Let's see, is there any other questions up in there? Hobbies, this and that? Gotta go, of course, Chris. I know you're still there. What's your long-term goal? What kind of goals do you have?
My long-term goal,
Yeah,
I would say my
long-term goal.
long-term goal in the realm of football, obviously would be to make an NFL roster, and just do something that someone from my town has never ever done before, at least in the last 40, 50 years, and that's what my journey has been the end goal for. Since I was, 6 years old, I said my dream was to be a professional football player and to play in the NFL.
Gotcha.
More specifically for the Buffalo Bills. But I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, I would never look down to any opportunity if it wasn't them. But that's just something that I've wanted to do since I was 6 years old, and that is my long-term end goal with football. And I feel like the opportunity that I have here with the Predators is going to be a huge step in that goal and to reaching that goal.
I'll tell this to anybody that's wanting to get and still have that goal of playing in the NFL. Of course, anybody that plays any kind of football, that's going to be their goal. NFL, big money. Best thing you can do if you don't get drafted, get into any kind of league. Whether it's a gridiron league or it's the NAL or wherever, get that game film. Game film is key because you can email. I get a lot of emails that come through the Orlando Predator office, and they're going like, "Do you have any open positions, coach? This and that or whatever." But there's no game film. It's like, show the coach what you can do. Get into whatever you can. Get that game film. Game film is key. That's how you got on. You sent Coach Bennett your game film, and where you're at today. Sitting right here on Pred Talk, sipping water, taking Pred shots. But no, I mean, you're
absolutely.
Well, you're on 2021. I mean, you're signed by the Orlando Predators. It's what you got to do. Mary wants to know, what's your favorite holiday tradition?
My favorite holiday tradition, I would just say my personal favorite holiday is probably Thanksgiving. And I mean, one of my favorite holiday traditions is just having the whole family back together around the same table. Just, sharing a meal, sharing laughs, things that a lot of people take for granted. Because anything can happen in a second. So just being able to take that time with your family to appreciate them, and life is always happening so fast that you can lose track of time, lose track of just talking with your family at times, especially when you live in another state like I do. So just being able to be all together again and spend time.
You were just up in New York for a while, right, with family? And you just came back not long ago, about a week and a half?
Yeah, I think like 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, because I've been trying to get you back on, and you're like, I'm in New York. And you're like, let me know when you come back.
It was good to be home, because I think before I went home, it was like a year since I was home last. So
what was the weather like up there where you were there? Since you were there 2 weeks ago.
It's funny. I left here and it was like 85, and when I woke up the next day, actually when I got there it was like 55, but when I woke up the next day it was like 40, frost on my car, and I'm like, oh man.
Connor wants to know, do you miss the New York cold and snow?
I do not miss the New York cold and snow, but I do miss like the first snowfall of the year. Like snow's good for about a couple weeks, but I don't like how you have to wake up, 30 minutes early to ice off your car, and I love the heat. I love the warm weather. That's why I'm in Florida, and
that's why I'm here.
That's
why
I miss the people, not the place.
Hey, they can come down and visit, and then you can take them to Disney,
and I can always go back.
You can take them to Universal.
That's right. That's right.
Tell them to come down, and you'll take them to Universal.
Feed them some Pred shots.
Do what?
Said feed them some Pred shots.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. How do you balance work, home, and football all together? Because I know I know personally, but you guys don't know. He trains every single day too. How do you balance all that?
Honestly, it's just putting yourself on a schedule and sticking to that schedule. I guess another word for it is a routine. Like if you talk to or listen to interviews of the most successful people in the world, whether it's millionaires, billionaires, or athletes, the one thing that they all have in common is they all have a routine. So as long as you have a routine and you stick to that routine, you can get anything done that you want to accomplish as long as you stick to it. So it's just, and again, it's, putting your priorities in order. What's more important, working out or hanging out with friends? Working out or playing video games? how bad do you want it? What's your why? When you know what your why is, nothing should stop you from going after it.
There you go. Great advice. Great advice. I don't know if I asked this earlier because I might have just off the hand. What excites you most about heading into the 2021 season? That is a great question, Connor. Thank you.
The thing that I'm most excited about
Yes.
heading into the 2021 season is just being in the Amway, getting to play in front of the Orlando Predators fans, the great community that this team has been surrounded by for so many years, and just giving everything I have to the community, to the team, to the organization, and just going out there and having fun while doing it.
Because that was my next. You can't see it, but it's like, what excites you most about playing for the Orlando Predators? So that I mean, he's asking about what are you looking forward to in the 2021 season? What excites you most about playing for the Orlando Predators? Knowing our history, our glory. I mean, we went to the playoffs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, 19 years in a row. Nobody's ever done that. No other
Right.
team has ever done that. You're playing for a storied franchise. What excites you most about playing for the Predators?
I think, just to piggyback off of what I had just previously stated, but just,
Yeah.
being able to come in 2021 after, an uncharacteristic season for the Orlando Predators for what they're known for, and being able to be one of the players that helps get them back on track to that winning, tradition that has been ingrained in Orlando with the Predators.
Awesome. Now, it's a tough question. I don't know if I should ask it, but do you consider yourself a leader on the field?
Absolutely, yes.
And why is that?
Just because, it's not necessarily always the one that's doing the most talking. It's leading by example, leading by your actions, and doing all the right things on and off the field that make you a true leader. It's not always the one that talks the most.
Right.
So I just like to, lead by example and lead by my actions.
So, question to you is how do you motivate your team if you're down at halftime?
If you know the arena game, you know that a lot of points are scored very, very, very fast in this game, and just, the past is the past. All we have to do is learn from it, correct those mistakes, and especially on the defensive side, get a couple turnovers. You get, four stops, and your team generally is going to win in the Arena Football League. So you just get a couple of turnovers, or the offense just keep putting the ball in the end zone, and no lead is ever, for the most part, too big in the Arena Football League.
Oh, no, without a doubt. No, we've seen that there.
I think it's just keeping spirits up, keeping a positive attitude, positive mindset. You can't feel sorry for yourself. It's always that next play mentality. So,
without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, the Orlando Predators can attest to that.
Yeah.
Where we scored 3 touchdowns in the Miracle Minute.
Yep.
Hey, we came back and won
Exactly.
in the Miracle Minute.
Proof right
And
there.
Ben Bennett, your head coach, was a part of that.
Yep.
So that's a part of history that nobody else can say.
Exactly.
I want to say right now about season tickets. Let's just throw out about season tickets. You can still get the 2021 season tickets at the Amway Center in the jungle for the Orlando Predators at the 2020 price. So what I'm saying about that is all lower bowl. If you're good, row 8 and above. So we're looking at row 8 up to say row 20 in the lower bowl at the Amway Center in the jungle. They're starting at $98 for the whole season. We're looking at 7 home games right now. You can't beat that. I mean, family entertainment. Aren't you tired of being cooped up? Aren't you ready for some Orlando Predator football? You can get your season tickets right now. You can call Mary Beth at 386-624-3731, or you can call me, Pat, 407-595-1179, and we'll hook you up with season tickets. We still have plenty of great seats available, and We'll take your call.
Get them while they're hot, folks. Get them while they're hot.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you, we've been selling a lot more in the past 3 weeks. I've had so many different calls. People are getting their season tickets because, like I said, 2020 prices are gonna go up when it comes to 2021. I'm not sure when it's gonna go up, but it will go up because we got one extra game in 2021 than we did in 2020. We were only scheduled for 6 home games. Now we're scheduled for 7. Connor wants to know that you look what?
I'm assuming your question is who I've looked up to and why?
Nah, that you looked up. He said that you looked up. No, he wants to know who do you look up to and why. Maybe he didn't hear you earlier because our microphones weren't on.
In terms of outside of football, I mean, even in football, my father, my dad, just for the things I stated earlier, he's been my inspiration since I was a little kid, and you know that's gonna stay that way, you know till I die. But if you're talking in terms of NFL athlete, my favorite player that I've always looked up to is Fred Jackson, who went to Coe College, D3 football player. Played in the IFL, played in the Arena Leagues, played in NFL Europe, got his first start in the NFL when he was like 28, had like a 8 or 9 year career. Was arguably one of the best Bills running backs in the last 10,
So you got your
15,
blinders
20
on.
years. Well, that's who he played for, but he had a great career for them.
No, I know. I'm just
And
teasing.
you know he's just another guy that's live and prove that it doesn't matter what level you play at. If you dedicate yourself and give everything you have to something, you can make it happen.
That's great. I was only joking about the
Oh,
Buffalo
no, I
Bills
know, I
thing.
know.
I was only joking about the Buffalo Bills thing.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Go Dolphins. You know what? Just on that, go Predators.
That's right.
Hey, listen, if you gain the ability to time travel, see, we go crazy. We go from serious to crazy. If you gain the ability to time travel, where's the first place you would travel to and why?
I'm not sure what the time period is, but I would like to go back to when there's like Egyptians and like stuff in Egypt. I think that'd be a cool time to go back
the
to
pharaoh
the
times
mummies, tombs, all that stuff, or go back to the dino days. I think that would be cool.
Oh no.
I think it would be.
Not the dinosaurs, man. They'll eat you.
Maybe, but that'd be awesome to see in person.
Yeah, if you could run. This is not Jurassic Park, brother, where you can just hide. This is real life stuff. I'm talking serious time travel.
Right.
All right, now I got I think crazy fun questions, and we're gonna put that one back down there. But I'm gonna come right back. No, I'm gonna come right back to this one here.
Yeah.
Spirit animal. What's your spirit animal? And now you can't use lion because Connor just tipped you off.
I would say my spirit animal is a silverback gorilla.
Ooh, okay. All right, why?
Because they're freaking cool.
They're freaking cool.
No, they're
huge.
they're cool. They're dominant in nature, but also lovers. And I don't know. That's one thing that popped into my head. So
That's okay. That's cool. Right there.
yeah, silverback.
Yep. My first one was an eagle because you can fly high and soar. But then I thought about it after 45 episodes. You know, like, wolf.
Yeah.
A wolf.
Yeah. I would say owl too, because owls are like silent killers. I guess
They are.
They're silent but deadly. So
Gotcha. I was going to say like a fart, but I won't say that. Connor wants to know what your favorite football number to wear is on the field and why. What's your favorite football number?
I would say my favorite football number to wear is 24.
24. Why?
24. Well, growing up, obviously I liked the Bills and I loved watching Terrence McGee, who was a great corner for the Buffalo Bills. But I also like Champ Bailey, who played for the Broncos, Stephon Gilmore, Darrelle Revis. Some of the best, lockdown corners there ever was.
I was watching something on TV. It was about Number one, oh my God, I can't even remember his name. Marshawn Lynch was 24, wasn't he?
Yep.
That man was a beast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beast.
But also, not just for football, because of football, but I also wore 24 because one of my favorite athletes of all time was Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
And he really instilled in me that, that Mamba mentality. So that's another reason I wear 24. So.
Good. Hey, that's awesome. No. See, Kobe Bryant was amazing, but he didn't pick 8. He wore the number 8 too.
He did.
So
But
now listen. If you had your first choice, the Orlando Predators on a jersey number, what would you pick?
I would pick 24.
24. Were you not number 2 in college?
I was not. In college, I was 24.
In 24.
Yeah.
Where did I see this jersey number with you on with number 2?
I was number 2 with the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks.
Okay.
I also wore number 6 with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Ben Bennett, coach, if you're watching, and of course Brandon still has to make that team.
Yes, sir.
His first jersey choice is 24.
Yep. Earn, not given, all day. Gotta
Gotcha.
come in and earn it. Doesn't matter what you've done in your past or anything.
You gotta earn it.
You gotta
Without
come
a
in
doubt.
and earn it.
Now I got some silly questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Bring them on.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. No
I love
kidding.
cheeseburgers.
Oh man, have you tried the shrimp basket here at Fish on Fire?
I have not.
Man, I'll tell you what, the food here at Fish on Fire is amazing.
Might have to snag one after.
Oh my God, I've had the shrimp basket. This is a seafood restaurant, but their wings are amazing. If you have not, you heard the ding, right? I got the bell of approval. If you have not been to Fish on Fire, and you're missing out, you've got to come down here because their food. I have not had anything that was subpar. Everything has been amazing. I saw the catfish basket tonight, and I go like, that's what I'm taking home. That's what I'm gonna have tonight. So baby, I'm bringing the catfish basket home. Maybe I'll sit here and eat it because I know you don't like fish. But that's what I'm gonna
Seafood's
have.
awesome.
Oh.
Gotta love it.
Hey, listen, while you're out here, folks, and you're in here at Fish on Fire, make sure that you take care of Morgan, Joe on the floor, Heather behind the bar. Make sure you take care of them because they are taking care of you. Morgan, say hi. Hi. Steven, making sure everybody's in check. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yeah, not your football movie. Like they asked earlier, what's your favorite movie?
I would have to say The Dark Knight because Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker in that movie was absolutely unbelievable.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie. My favorite movie all around is Top Gun.
Okay.
All right. It's just a great movie.
Yeah.
My favorite football movie is Brian's Song. Have you ever seen Brian's Song?
Nope.
You've got to watch it.
What's that about?
It's the Brian Piccolo, Gale Sayers, Chicago Bears story.
Oh, okay. I definitely haven't seen
It's
that.
an old movie. It's an old movie, but promise me you'll watch it. Connor wants to know what are you confident that you can bring to the table to help the ongoing success of the Orlando Predators? You know what? I'm liking your roommate more and more with his questions.
Yeah.
Great question.
Yeah. I kind of mentioned it earlier. I would just say, my effort that I bring, like whether it's practice during the game, just, you have to have 100% effort all the time. You can't take plays off, and that's what I'm going to do and give to the Orlando Predators organization. And that's just give everything I got every single day, every single play, every single practice, every single game. So looking forward to going in and earning a spot and just having a great time with it.
Once we get this ball rolling and you guys, and we got open tryouts, I'll get into that in a second. Open tryouts, and once we have a team picked out, Coach Ben Bennett, I'll say we. I always say we. But I love going to the practices and watching you guys and see how you gel. And I'm expecting big things from you. That's just me telling you.
Appreciate
No
it.
pressure. No pressure.
Hey.
I'm expecting big things
None,
out of
no.
you. Because you were my very first guest on Pred Talk.
Yep,
So.
I remember.
Who's your favorite actor?
My favorite actor,
Yes.
Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg.
He really does. He really does.
I do.
You know, he really likes Mark Wahlberg. What about Donnie? You don't like his brother?
Who?
And just yes. Who?
Will Ferrell's good too. Will Ferrell's good too.
You're not impressing me. I don't care about that. Tom
Hey.
Cruise.
Eh.
See, I'm old school. Tom Cruise. Sean Connery.
I will say I like Tom Cruise because he does his own stunts.
He does his own stunts. This is true. Snow ski or water ski?
If I had to choose between the two?
Yes. What's your favorite? Snow ski or water ski?
I would have to say water ski.
And this is coming from a New York boy.
Yeah, I'm probably better at like snow skiing, but I like water skiing more because I like being on the water in the sun more than I like being cold on a mountain.
Okay. Yeah. Those trees are a bitch.
Especially when you hit them.
Water's hard too, though, when you fall. Just saying. Now I know the answer to this one here: hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hamburgers.
I know. Winery or a brewery?
Brewery.
A brewery. There you go. All right. Boneless or traditional? Bone in or bone out?
Oh, bone in.
Bone in. There you go. Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
There you go. What's your favorite color?
Blue. But now it's red and black.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. It wasn't like a look. It wasn't like a look. What's your favorite drink?
Like any
Well,
beverage?
yeah, because you already
or-
said Coke over Pepsi. What's your favorite drink?
I would say, honestly, water.
Water?
I love water.
There you go.
Absolutely love it.
Flavored water or just plain?
Just regular water. Every once in a while, I'll mix it up and drink a Propel, a lemon Propel. But other than that, just regular water.
Okay, I drink a lot of that too. If you watch me today, I probably drank like 7 bottles of water.
Yeah.
I kept going out and getting it. Surf or turf? Steak or seafood?
Surf.
Turf?
Surf.
Surf. So you like seafood?
I love
Awesome. Well, you're in the
seafood.
right place.
Big
You're in the
seafood
right
guy.
place here. Now, this is the most important question of the night. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's see. Somebody got what is it? Oh, Connor wants to know blondes or brunettes?
Brunettes.
And what is this here? Dewsbury says
Krillin.
Krillin? I don't understand. Krillin? Okay. Can you help me out with that? You know what Krillin is? I don't know. We're going to be wrapping it up here in just a second there, Magic. So, I got some couple of shout outs. Well, you know what? I'm going to say it again. Season tickets. Don't forget, call Mary Beth, 386-624-3731, or call me at 407-595-1179. We got a few shout outs to give out here, but I'm going to give you the opportunity right now. If you have any questions for me, I mean, because I know the first time we did this, you
Yeah.
sprung a question
Yeah.
on me. But
Yeah.
keep in mind, now I got a football now
Yep.
that I will toss at you. If just saying.
Catch it. I'll say, obviously you've been a huge Predators fan for a long, long time. If there's one memory that you have that involves the Orlando Predators that sticks out above everything else, what is your number one favorite memory of the Orlando Predators?
Honestly,
to this point.
To this point, my number one favorite memory came in 2019. Now, keep in mind, my wife and I have been season ticket holders since 2003. But to be totally honest, my favorite memory had to come in 2019, the very first game of the season, when I was a part of the Orlando Predator organization, and I was down on the field, when Claw came out, Mr. Alan Duckworth came out there with his staff, just fireworks going.
Yep.
Welcome to the Jungle was playing, and the lights dim, and they're announcing all the steam is going in the fire, and they're announcing our players, and I'm standing there knowing that I'm a part of this organization. It was such a thrill for me. That's my favorite thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I got goosebumps just talking about it, because
awesome.
It's just to be a part of an organization with the history that we have with the Orlando Predators is amazing. You know, and then I'm glad you're a part of it now, because I like you.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, I like you too.
And you know, I think you have a great future.
Thank
you know, as long as you can back up what you say, you know, we're okay.
Absolutely.
You know, because hey, it's the Orlando Predators.
Yep.
And I have no doubt that you will. I have no doubt.
Yep.
Shout outs? Do you have any shout outs? Shout out to anybody?
Absolutely. I'd just like to shout out my parents, Larry and Camille, my sister, my brother, Jordan, Christina, you know, all my family and friends that have really supported me and helped me along the journey to this point. Obviously, like, you know, it's been a long journey, a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and they have been in my corner every step of the way. So to be able to be sitting here in this moment with you and getting ready for, you know, another professional year, professional season with a great organization like the Orlando Predators, I wouldn't be here without them. So I just want to say I love you guys. I thank you, all my friends, family, coaches from every level. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I love you guys, and thank you.
That's awesome. Now I got my shout outs right now. So I got my shout outs. I write mine down because I'm very forgetful. When you get to be almost 60 years old, you forget stuff. But of course I want to thank Fish on Fire for supporting and sponsoring the Orlando Predators for the 2020-2021 season. You guys are amazing. Always take care of us. Morgan, Heather behind the bar, Steven making sure everybody's in check and wearing their masks. I want to thank Florida Man Radio 105.5 and Wolf 103.1. For 105.5 Florida Man Radio, I want to thank Shannon Burke, Bubba Wolf Wilson, Jeff Adams, DJ. You guys are amazing. I love partying with you guys. You guys always make me laugh. You guys got to tune into them and download their app. You can pick it up anywhere. I want to thank Predator Nation, all you Predator fans. I want to thank you, Milton Magic Sting, for just being you, brother. I love you. D1 Training, I want to thank all first responders, police, fire, everybody. You guys are amazing. I don't know what we'd be without you. I want to thank our latest sponsor, Conway Optical. Conway Optical in the house. Thank you guys for jumping on. Predator Nation, you guys are amazing. Check out my Predator sunglasses right there. I call them Predator sunglasses because they're black and red. You guys are great. Thank you, Carla. I want to thank Nate and Ron. Nate Starling, Ron Tradico, the Tradico family, just for letting me do what I do. All right? I got my dream job. I have my dream job. That's what and thank you, Mary LoBianco, just for letting me be me.
I got
and
another
putting up with me for 20-some years. I love you. All right? That being said,
I got one more.
we're out of here. You got one more shout out?
One more shout out. I just want to say shout out to Coach Bennett. I hope you get better soon. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, and I won't steer you wrong.
And shout out to Connor.
And my boy Rags over there for letting me live with him. Appreciate
That's
you,
what
brother.
I got. So, that being said,
Go Preds.
Go Preds.